Stitching Scotty, and welcome to my video. This is Striker, one of my Scotties, and this is Flosstube number 150, all the finishes, and it's all about counted cross stitch. Oh my goodness, I guess we better get down. Oh, weekly. And welcome to my Christmas video. This is December the 16th, 2023. I don't know if I'll do a video next week or not. It just depends how my family visits come. But anyway, I would like to welcome everyone, and many thanks for all the well wishes that I got this week, the cards, the emails, the comments. I'm still not caught up on all of them, but I promise I will read every one. I had to work a lot to make up for being out. But I appreciate everyone, and welcome to all my new subscribers, and welcome to those, welcome back. If you've subscribed and you've watched my videos before, thank you. Just hit the like and the subscribe button and share it with your friends. I would really appreciate it, and I'm just glad y'all dropped by, and I hope you'll come back again. All the giveaways are mailed for everybody that sent in, and if you haven't sent in, I had one person that I didn't hear from, so I'm just going to have to put that one back, and I'm so sorry. Maybe you'll win next time. So that's an incentive, to watch when we have giveaways. Excuse me. And now let's get on with past FFOs. I've got a lot to share. I'm not even going to talk about what I've got to share. I've got so much. So the first thing I want to show you is, it's from Lizzie Kate. It was a 3-part mystery for Christmas. And this is called I Will Honor Christmas in My Heart, I think. And part 1 was the left, part 2 was the middle, and part 3 was the house. And I really enjoyed stitching this. And you can tell this is an oldie but a goodie because it's got a mat on it. But I just thought this was so pretty, and I love this so much. This is on 28 count vintage country mocha. And I used 2 strands over 2 when I stitched. And all the call for threads, because that was back when I used all the call for threads all the time. The next thing I have is also it's a Country Cottage Needleworks, and this is Gingerbread Village. And I did all 9 parts, or let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 parts. It was a stitch along. And our local needlework shop, Panda's Crossing, everyone did this one. Well, there were a bunch of us that did this one together. And I actually was one of the few people that got mine finished in a timely manner. This is an opalescent 28 count. I don't know who the fabric's by, but I stitched this. And this is when I learned that you don't have to stitch it if you're, underneath where the gingerbread man button is, or the peppermint. Yeah. So there you go, but it's 28 count and it's 2 over 2. Then I also had a Prairie Schooler on 10 count Tula, and this was my finish. And what I think I'm going to do this year is I think I'm going to take it apart because I found the fabric that I was going to use to put around it. So, and this was the snowflake fabric I had in the back, and I used chenille trim from Colorado Cross Stitcher to finish this. That's my clock. I just thought you'd enjoy it. Okay, then that was 3, oh dear. I want to say this was like 4 strands, maybe. Could have been 3 over 1 square, because see, the squares are kind of, but I just thought this was really pretty. I don't know which one it was, but it's the one with the sewing machine. And the sewing machine says Christmas on it. I mean, what else would Santa's machine say? Excuse me, I'm sorry, I still have the cough. Okay, you can get the Lizzie Kate pattern at your local Needleworks shop if they still have some patterns like that, or you can go to 123 Stitch and see if they have the 3-part Christmas mystery. I was in a shop this summer and I did see it in a couple of shops. So do try your local Needleworks shop first. And a lot of them have Lizzie Kate on sale. So be sure and check that out. All right, now we're going to talk about finishes. I actually had a finish this week. The Brenda Gervais, and it was a whip go finish. Yay! So it's home for Christmas. This was last month's finish though. And I did this on a piece of Lugana that I had, 28 count Lugana. And I was hoping I'd get the pillow done, but I had to work so much this week and I had piano recital, so there was no hope of that. And this is what I got done. So I really, really like this. And I do apologize it's not ironed, but it was either iron or do a video. So I did a video. So there's Home for Christmas by Brenda Gervais. And hopefully it will look a lot better the next time you see it. And I used most of the call for colors. I did substitute some DMC for a couple of the ones I didn't have. And it's got Gentle Arts, Weeks Dye Works, and Classic Color Works. I know I had the Gentle Arts pieces. I know I had those. Then, this is an old finish that I took out and I was planning on having it done FFO'd this week, but that just didn't happen. And this is from Prairie Schooler and it's on, I don't know what kind of Ada, but it's on Ada and it looks kind of like 14 count, but then again, it looks like 18 count, or maybe it's 16. But anyway, this was a scrap piece that I found in a grab bag. And this was one of those little bitty cards that they used to give out. They were freebies. And I stitched him up. And I'm hoping I can make an ornament or something out of it. So that's a finish. Then this is one you've probably seen before because it was one of my finishes this year. And this is an Elizabeth Design Christmas tree that we had at a retreat at Panda's Cross Stitch and Beading, my local needlework shop. And this is on 36 count, some kind of Zweigart. And it's one thread, one strand of floss over 2 threads. And I thought that was very cute. Okay. Planned on having that one done too, but maybe for next Christmas. Okay. Excuse me. Before I show my works in progress, what I've been working on, and I've been working a good bit this week as much as I could, I'm going to show some nice gifts and things that I got this week and some cards. I was very, very surprised. I mean, just overwhelmed. It was wonderful. The first card I got was from one of my family members, and this is wishing you peace and joy. And the only reason I'm showing this one, because she doesn't watch this video, I don't even think she knows Flosstube exists. She may not even have a computer. I have no clue. But anyway, it has stickers like what we used to get when I was a little girl. Those were the only kind of stickers. First, we just had gold and silver, but then they came out with colors. And that was, I mean, those things are small. So I wanted to show some of my piano students that watched this, some of the stickers that we had. Then I got this beautiful card, and it says something for you. And her name is Kim, and she's on Instagram. And thank you so much for this beautiful card, Kim. She sent me a request for my address, and she also put 2 beautiful floss drops in here that I'm sure she made. Jingle all the way, peace, love, and joy. Thank you so much, Kim, and thank you for watching. I appreciate you being my stitching friend. Appreciate all of y'all being my stitching friends. You don't have to send me anything, but it's greatly appreciated. And then I opened this, and I was like, holy cow. They hadn't even got my card yet. And I sent this, and I got this from Pam and Stephanie. Just keep stitching. So it says, have a first-class Christmas. So isn't that cute? And we all know who they are. So I was like, yay, thank you very much. That was very sweet, Pam and Stephanie. Then the Christmas presents started coming. Okay. Excuse me. Well, I thought I could reach this, but evidently not. Anyway, I got this cute little bag with this cute little green bow on it. And I have a friend, a stitchy friend, Izzy, and she made me this beautiful pin set. Isn't that cute? I think she took Beth's Heartstring Samplery. I think she took her pin making class at the Jingle Ball. This is beautiful, and those are so cute, such cute pins. Cute, cute, cute. Love it, love it. Thank you so much, Izzy. I met her at Annabella's retreat, fall retreat this past, excuse me. Oh my goodness. This past fall, and it was just wonderful. Then I got, oh goodness. Okay, all right. Then I got this beautiful card from one of my viewers who wants to remain anonymous. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And she also gifted me, because she bought 2 of the boxes, the mystery boxes from Annabella's, and she said, I didn't know who to give it to, so I thought I'd give it to you. And I was like, oh my gosh. So I get this box, and it says Cross Stitch Christmas Mystery Box. And it's got all this stuff in it. This is a good mystery box. We got all this fabric. It's 28 count. We got all these bows, all this felt finishing fabric. I got the 12 Days of Christmas patterns from Annabella's Needlework. And then I got Christmas Salt Box Home. And it's from Country and Primitive Cross Stitch Designs from Annabella's. It's in her group. All right. Then I got floss. Oh, you can't see that. I got all the Christmas flosses. I got floss drops and a floss ring. Isn't that pretty? With a little partridge in a pear tree. I got a Frogger seam ripper with a little safety cover. That's very handy. Here lately I've needed that a lot. Then I got this cute little notepad that says Happy Holiday, and everybody always needs a notepad. I got some ribbon, and I guess I'll use that for finishing. A jingle bell with some ribbon. A candy cane. Didn't know that was in there, so we'll have to toss that out so I can eat it. And this cute little bag, zippy bag, to put my floss and stuff in. I mean, is that not nice? Got projects and all these things. So in all, I got 13 projects. Yeah. So thank you so much to my viewer. I really, really appreciate it. And stitching friend. You just don't know how much. I was like, holy cow. I mean, that's a lot of good stuff. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Then, my friend Dolores, she came up and she has, to my knowledge, I don't think she's ever stitched me anything. She'll look at something in a shop and she says, come over here and look at this. You could stitch this, you know. Or just look at it and imagine I stitched it for you. But she got me this beautiful music box. And let's see. Is that not beautiful? And look, she hand stitched me a Scotty on it. Is that not precious? I just loved it. I couldn't even think of what to say. I was so tickled with this. Thank you so much, Dolores. Oh my goodness. I really, really like it. Thank you, thank you. I love my box. I love my cards. I love my pens. I mean, wow, what a great week. Ooh, I feel special, really special. And then, I forgot, Easy also got me this beautiful card, Christmas card. Isn't that pretty? She's the lady that got me the pens that I met at Annabella's retreat. And just thank you so much. It just means a lot. Okay, so I wanted to show you that. Now let's talk about, let's see what we're going to talk about. Okay, we are going to talk about free patterns. Okay, first of all, I have several because, you know, I missed a couple of weeks, so I thought, it's time. This one is from Colorado Cross Stitcher, and you go on her website and you click on freebies, and there's just bunches of free patterns, but this one's one of the newer ones, and it says Stitching Friends Are the Best. And if you watch Sherry's Flosstube, she will show you like which boxes fit. I think the small one is like an Altoid box, and the large one is one of those wooden boxes at Hobby Lobby. So be sure, I will link that below. Then Teresa Kogut, she said, I've got a freebie from a couple of years ago, and it's on her blog, and I will link that below, and it's called Olde St. Nick. And I don't think I ever remember seeing that one. So I thought, well, I'll just show it. So there you go. And that's a really nice free pattern too. Then AbbyRoseDesigns, she has a Merry Christmas complimentary chart. And she says you can reproduce the chart and share it. And she's got just a little piece of the chart, but there's the pillow. Is that not beautiful? So I will link that below also. That's on her Facebook group, I think. Okay, so you've got several free patterns, so that's good. Oh, wait, I've got one more. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Oh, that's not going to help. Don't you just love technology? Well, let's just wait till I get to it, because I've got some other things I need to show. Okay. All right, now let's talk about the featured Etsy shop. We're going to talk about YasminBMadewithLove. Okay. This one's called Never Forget, and it says never forget the difference you make. And I thought this was very pretty. That'd be a good chart for Valentine's Day, or just something to uplift somebody. A great gift. Then we have Tree of Life booklet. And for those of you that like single color charts, that would be a good one. Then we have Christmas ride chart. Look at that mouse pulling the carriage with the owl. I believe it needs to be the other way around. And look who's in the carriage, a fox. So, cute. Then, spring hair chart, if you want to get ready for Easter in spring. That's really cute. I love the variegation on the bunny rabbits. It's really cute. Then we have an angel, and I can't remember the name of it, and it's not showing up on this one, but it's beautiful. For those of you that like angels. Then we have, this is her most popular one, she said, is the Merry Christmas chart. And that is pretty. I like the border. Okay. Then we have the Winter Folk bird. And this is for everybody that likes really bright colors. So, all right. And we have Winter Deer. Isn't that pretty? I like it on that blue. So I will link her Etsy shop below. She lives in the UK, so you will know that, come on now. There we go. You will know that it'll take a little bit longer to ship unless it's a PDF. And she also has the Clumsy Helper freebie on her Facebook page, and I will link that below. And see, it says Santa Helper, but I believe he's a little clumsy. Isn't he cute? So there you go, another free pattern for those of you that kept watching. For the ones that didn't, I'm so sorry. Okay. Excuse me. All right, now, let's talk about my works in progress, or my whips. And, you know, I went to the Jingle Ball, and this is the Jingle Bell block that Kathy Haberman designed. And everybody just went crazy over it. She sold out of all the kits, but I had the fabric and I had most of the floss. There were 3 floss colors I didn't have. So my elf and my Santa have a couple of little bare spots, but we're going to fill them in because I bought the floss today. But anyway, it's on, I think it's 28 count. And this is how much I got done. I didn't get a lot more done. I did more on the elf and then fell asleep. Yeah. And don't you love my nice cutting and raveling here? I finally had to stitch around it. But all I've got to do is finish the elf in the little box he's standing on, give Santa a belt buckle and a couple of other things and a bell. And then I just stitch this again and the whole border is done. And this worked up really quick. I just didn't get a lot done on this one this week. But I use 2 strands of most of the call for threads. If I didn't have the call for over-dyed thread, what I did was I used a DMC equivalent. And the graph is easy to read. She has wonderful, wonderful, wonderful finishing instructions. So I highly recommend her patterns. And you can buy the buttons, the little pins that she had at Just Another Button Company. And, excuse me again, I'm so sorry. And also she has, I think she has wool in her Etsy shop, or you can buy it like at a local shop that sells wool. Okay, the next thing I had is, I'm so far behind on this Sal because most everybody finished it, but this is Welcome to the North Pole from Primrose Cottage Stitches. And I got stuck because there were several things I didn't have, several colors I didn't have. And I couldn't find them, didn't have the DMC equivalent, and haven't had the time to go to Michael's or Hobby Lobby or my local Needleworks shop. And this is not ironed, so I do apologize. It's on 30 count Portobello from Access Commodities. And this is all I've got. But look, people, I'm finally started the second row. Now, I know I have gaps here in my poles, which I ripped out 3 and 4 times each because the pole would have been crooked had I kept on stitching. So that wasn't good. So anyway, I'm leaving that open because I don't have the cherry, it's not cherry tomato, cherry cobbler. I didn't have the cherry cobbler that I needed to stitch. And I bought cherry tomato by mistake, and I really didn't like that one. So, and believe it or not, I didn't have the DMC either. So can you believe it? So anyway, I'm now on the little cart behind the train on the second. And I got just a little bit done, not much. But every little bit helps. So maybe my next Christmas this might be done. This is using 2 strands of thread over to, 2 threads over 2 strands. Good grief. I always do that. And I'm having to do a good bit of substitutions to DMC because I did not have a lot of the colors that they had. So, oh dear, hold that thought. I'm back, excuse me. Between coughing and dropping things in the floor, yeah. Okay, the next one is from the issue, the 2022 winter issue of Punch Needle and Primitive Stitcher. And the one I'm doing is let me do this. Deck the Halls, and this is my Violets and Verses. I really just fell in love with this when I saw it. I said, oh, that reminds me of like, you know, A Christmas Carol, Dickens Village, something like that. So what I did was I picked out a little bit darker fabric because I wasn't real big on that fabric. And I usually don't make a working copy. I just use the pattern because that's why I buy it. And sometimes they're shredded by the time I finish with them. But this time, because it was a magazine, I made me a working copy. And this is on 32 count. I'm using 2 strands over 2 threads. And this is what I've got. I finally got the roof done, and I'm now on the house. And yeah, he still doesn't have any legs. There's no horse, and he's just floating along on a board. And Striker's mad because he wants to go O-U-T-S-I-D-E, and we're spelling because, yeah, it would not be good. But anyway, this is how much I've got done on that. And I'm hoping this will be a finish because this was one of my whip goes originally, and I really would like to get this done because I love it. Okay, and last but not least, I had a new start. It was supposed to have been started and finished by now because it was a stitch along that I was doing with some of my Zoom buddies from Friend Stitch. And I found a piece of, that is pitiful, isn't it? 32 count, and I say it's some kind of Lugana because it's a really tight, even weave. But We Santa 2023 has been very, very popular. I started stitching it with my Zoom group, and then Stitchy Friends started it before us. And I thought, oh, I'll stitch it with them too. Well, I'm not doing too good. I've got like the winged monkey look here from The Wizard of Oz. It's what it looks like to me. But he's got 1 leg and a half and the trim on his coat. And the reason he had that was because guess what? I didn't have the red. What is it with me and red these days? So I think I'm going to substitute Cupid because I really liked that color of red. So I'm going to do that. And I want to say it's a Classic Colorworks. I think it is. Yes, it is. So that's what I'm going to use for the red on his coat. So, yeah. And I'm over 2 strands. So those are all my works in progress. And of course, here is the beautiful bag that Kara made me at the Farm Girl Gathering, the Teresa Kogut bag. Ah! Finally got a Teresa Kogut bag. Yes. Okay, yay. So thank you, Kara. I love it. Let's see, what did I forget? Anything? I think that was it. So now, what am I planning for next time if I get to make a video? What I think I'll do is I'm going to wrap up the year either in the next video or the last video. And I may show my Christmas whips, works in progress next time. Hopefully, I might have a finish or 2. That would be, a FFO or 2. That would be a real shock. And because for some reason, I just haven't had any time. So, but I appreciate everyone. Thank you. And I hope you'll come back and see me again because there's always some surprises. And who knows, I may have a whip parade. You never can tell. Or it may be a whip go parade. Who knows? And I'm still planning on working on my whip go project for this month, or both of them. So I'm supposed to finish a retreat project and finish a Christmas project. And hopefully my finished Christmas project will be this one, the Deck the Halls, or it could be the Wee Santa, who knows. But thank you so much, and if I don't see you before Christmas, Merry Christmas, and I hope you come back and see me again. Bye-bye, and happy stitching.